As a follow-up to my two videos on running around very tight curves, here's a good scale length freight train being pulled by the Hornby 040. And I've used a real mixture of couplings on here just to prove though that it is possible to get wagons not derailing or uncoupling on such tight curves. The loco itself is a pretty standard one for a beginner's layout. It's been available in lots of different Hornby sets over the years, like Smoky Joe. This version is actually it's one of the older ones, but it's a really good runner. It has a ridiculously fast top speed, but this one seems to be quite controllable at slow speeds. Better slowing down than speeding up. But anyway, I'll show you the sort of wagons that cope well with sharp curves and the ones that don't. I'll just stop it there. And if we look at some of the wagons, they're mostly short wheelbase. Well, I've chosen open wagons, but you could equally have some proper vans, with roofs on and so on. I've also tried a bogie wagon. This is I think it's Bachmann, bolster bogie wagon. And this is a very old Hornby one at the back there. And a Bachmann brake van. And they've got a real mixture of couplings right in here. The one on the right has got an original Airfix short coupling. The one on the left is a Hornby coupling, but I've removed the coupling hook from it, and that makes a difference. Sometimes you find that wagons derail if their coupling hooks get sort of interlocked, or the coupling hooks don't have enough side play. And in this wagon that was the case, so I just removed the coupling hooks. They just popped out very, very easily. They're not screwed in or anything like that. An example of a couple of wagons that don't like sharp bends. Here's a Hornby wagon. It's got old Airfix style clip-in or Dapple style clip-in couplings of the narrow variety. They don't have much sideways movement on them, and it's that lack of sideways movement, there are some that are worse than this actually, that causes problems. Another thing that you're going to really struggle with going around a tight curve is a long wheelbase four-wheel van. This is an ex-Lima CCT covered carriage truck, and although the couplings do rotate a bit, because the vehicle is so long, they kind of don't have enough side play to cope even on the outer circuit. On the inner circuit they really do struggle to couple up to anything. They struggle to even go round. You can see how the coupling hook is missing the neighbouring wagon almost completely. Just run the train around again. Having said earlier about certain wagons not having much side play in their couplings, the one in the middle here is an ICI Buxton wagon. If you then couple it next to other wagons that have a lot of side play, it doesn't have a problem. So it's really a case of making sure that whatever you couple up to has got the right sort of couplings, and a lot of that is really by trial and error. So if you are going to build a narrow, tight radius sort of layout, you do need to be aware that some wagons will not easily couple up to each other, and certainly very few couple up easily on sharp curves. So all your coupling and uncoupling would have to go on in sidings rather than on the curves. Anyway, that's our Hornby loco running very smoothly. Incidentally, the best of the Hornby 040s, of the very basic ones, are the ones like this saddle tank engine that have a metal footplate, a die-cast metal footplate. I think that helps for two reasons. One is the weight of the footplate helps to keep all four wheels in contact with the track at all times, and I think also the rigidity of the metal prevents the plastic chassis of these locomotives from getting out of shape. I suspect a lot of them are run at such high speed that the plastic actually warms up, softens and deforms. Whereas when you've got a metal footplate, it keeps the plastic in the right shape, even if it does perhaps get a bit hot sometimes. Not that I have any evidence from getting hot, I'm just suggesting that that's why some of the plastic 040 chassis are very poor runners. They overheat and deform and so on. As you can see, this one is a pretty good runner. And this is an older version. This is about probably 10 or 15 years old. It's not the very latest type of 040 chassis. It's not bad considering it's going around 10-inch radius curves. I'll just bring it to a halt by the power supply again. Slow it down, and I'll try one last blast at the highest speed I could risk on this oval. A nice slow start. And going at a fair lick and very smoothly. And finally you hear a derailment, and that was pretty inevitable going at such a fast speed for these tight curves. So the second wagon has come off.